Hello everyone, this is Hyundai Grand i10 petrol model having a wheelbase and a track width of 3765 and 1660 mm respectively. It has a ground clearance of 165 mm. Now let's come to steering and odometer. The steering is a rack and pinion type and is a power steering. There's a odometer, the RPM meter, as well as the fuel indicator and heat control. So coming next, there's a digital watch and a parking light. We have different controls for AC. We have a charging port at the bottom. Now let's come to the air conditioner. So there are total of 5 AC vents having 5 levels of cooling. 2 on the driver's side and 2 on the co-driver's side sitting at the side of driver and 1 at the back. Each have individual controls and can move in the different directions. There's a charging port at back too. Now let's come to the power window. So we have power windows on all four gates and all can be controlled from the driver's seat and all can be locked from driver's seat too. There's an auto up and down system for the driver so that he don't have to look again and again while moving the window up and down. We have the power back rear mirror which can be controlled from inside. Now let's move on to the gear shifting. So there are a total of 5 levels of gear shifting, which is manual transmission, which can give up to 18.9 kilometer per liter an average. Now coming to the light, the interior lights. So there are three options: on, off, and door. So as we know, whenever we put it on, it will get on. Whenever we put it off, it will be put off, and door will be according to the doors is open. Now we have power wipers, which has different speed. It can be washed. Now coming to the handbrake, which is important for safety while the vehicle is not moving. We have the push mechanism as well as the pulling mechanism for the handbrakes. We have sun protectors on both the side and a mirror and the co-driver side for dressing up. There are handles at all four sides for the safety purpose and putting hands. Coming to the back mirror, we have a back mirror so that we can look at the back. There are two modes for night and for the day, which can be adjusted from there only. We have a glove box which has sufficient space so that we can put the required documents. ABC stands for acceleration, brake and clutch. So there are from the left it's accelerator, the middle one is brake, and the left one is the clutch. It has an acceleration of 12.9 seconds from 0 to 100. Now there's a fuse box so that we can whenever in the emergency situation we can just put the all electrical system off and on according to purpose, and we can change the fuse if it gets shorted. Coming to the next safety equipment, which is seat belt. Seat belts are there on all four seats for safety purpose. Now coming to hand controls on steering. On the right side we have the light controls as well as the indicator. While moving, while turning it, it can move to dipper, upper and off lightings. On the left hand side we have the wiper controls. Different speeds can be controlled for the wiper. Now coming to the bottom of the seat, we have sliding mechanism so that uh, we can adjust the seat from the dashboard for driver's comfort. There's a pull mechanism, as and when we pull it, it can be adjusted. Now coming to the bonnet explanation, the engine is of 1197 cc and gives a brake horsepower of 81.86 at 6000 rpm. There's an oil inlet. The fuel tank is of 43 liters and have an anti-back braking system. Here we can put water for our wipers for cleaning the window, the glass, sorry. The brakes are of disc type in the front, and on the rear side it's a drum type. There's a dipstick so that we can check the oil whether it is on up to the level or not. There's a maximum minimum level marked on the dipstick so that we can check whether the oil is sufficient. Coming here is the locking mechanism for the bonnet. This is the coolant box in which we can open and put the coolant, which makes all the part cool while the vehicle is in driving state. This is the battery, and that's it. Coming to the cylinders, the engine is a 4-cylinder engine. The suspensions are of McPherson strut in the front, and rear is coupled torsion beam axle. Headlights. Headlights is of full LED type. Uh, it has an indicator, it has a flashing light, all driving state light, all connected to auxiliary battery of 12 volts. Coming to the tires, the nomenclature here states that 165 is its width, aspect ratio is 65, it's a radial type, rim diameter is 14 inches, 79h means the speed up to 210 km per hour. The back seat is a